Hey yo, what's going on guys? It's your boy Scatino, aka Scat, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about PT, which is the playable teaser for the upcoming Silent Hills game, which Hideo Kojima, who of course made the Metal Gear Solid series, is actually making finally. He has stated in the past that he would love to make a Silent Hill game, and he's finally doing it. Now, Sony and Konami dropped the PT playable teaser literally during Sony's media briefing last week. Basically said, showing off a little trailer and basically said, and the playable teaser is available to download right now. Nobody was expecting it. Nobody knew who this developer was. Nobody knew what was going on, what the game was all about. And obviously the big reveal at the end of it, for those of you who already know, was that, it revealed that there is a new Silent Hill game in the works. Now, the basis of this video is, I just want to talk a little bit about the PT, just as it is, but also at the end of my little talking bit, I have got my full playthrough of the game. Now, I have beat the game now about 2 or 3 times, so unfortunately, when I first played it, I didn't really know what to expect, so I didn't record anything, which is a bit of a shame now that I think about it, because this demo terrified me. It really is scary. If you've not seen anything of this game yet, if you've not heard about anything, but you have a PlayStation 4, then before you go and watch videos and hear people talk about it, then just play it yourself. I mean, as long as everything goes right, you should be able to beat it within about 30 minutes, maybe less. Could take you longer. But I think that first experience with it, play it in the dark, play it alone, play it with a good set of headphones on, or, make sure you've got a surround sound system, or just anything you can to sort of like, bring up the atmosphere a bit more, sort of intensify it, do it and just experience the demo, because it really is that good. So yeah, I've recorded a playthrough from it. I've not edited it, I've left it in fully intact of how I experienced it on this playthrough. So for anybody who actually sticks around to watch the whole of this video, obviously there's going to be little bits here and there where you kind of think, he doesn't know what he's doing, why is he doing it this way, why is he waiting about, and this, other sort of things where you think, maybe it's not going altogether right. And I think that even though this is a fantastic sort of viral marketing campaign that has got a lot of people talking, because it is that scary, and obviously a new Silent Hill game being made by Hideo Kojima is a big deal, I think it's difficult. I don't want to say that there's bugs in the game or the glitches or anything like that, because I think maybe this is the way Hideo Kojima intended for it to be played out. But from what I've been reading, what I've seen, what I've experienced myself, it does appear that certain things within this demo that you'll see, certain events get triggered by certain things, but it seems like there's never it's never black and white, like this is what you do, this is how you progress. It's sort of like people are experiencing different things and progressing through the demo in different ways. Like, I know from what I've read that certain things that have worked for other people haven't worked for me in order to complete the demo. Other things have happened, certain things that people have said, but it doesn't seem to be like one specific thing that will work in order for you to progress. There's different little scenarios that may happen, and it's true to what Silent Hill is. It's psychological. It is a complete mindfuck. And I beat the game first, and then I tried to record it last night, and nothing seemed to be working. I couldn't progress, and I was like, what's going on? Whereas today, I've played it, there was a bit of sort of, it doesn't seem to be working, where are these triggers again to progress the demo? And there was a bit of waiting about, but I did manage to like finish it completely in one sitting, and like I say, I've recorded the whole thing. But you know, I think this is truly one of the most terrifying game experiences I've had in a long time. Silent Hill was always sort of at the top of survival horror in terms of, you know, its atmosphere, more so than Resident Evil, the older Resident Evil games. Silent Hill has always been that game, and I think along with like Project Zero or Fatal Frame, whatever you want to call it, it's really been there in terms of, you know, it's a serious mindfuck psychologically. And although in the last generation, you know, the Silent Hill games haven't been really up to par with Homecoming, Downpour, and the Book of Memories, I think it was called, on the Vita. You know, them older games, the original Silent Hill, Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3, fantastic survival, psychological horror games that if you've not played them, then go back and play them. And this demo, whatever you want to call it, this playable teaser, even though it sort of states at the end it has no direct relation to the main game, just this short section, this one environment, it is absolutely crazy. And I was sat here terrified, like, oh my god, like, I can't believe that happened. In fact, playing the game last night, I invited a friend over because I wanted him to play it, I wanted him to experience it, and we both sat here, and he was scared. He was like, yo, like, what the fuck was that? You know, and it got to a point where I got stuck first hand, like, I couldn't progress, I didn't know what to do, and then we both sort of experienced the game together, and we were both sort of here, you know, the surround sound, right up, you know, experiencing it together, and we were both like, whoa, like, that was shit scary, it really was. And it's sort of these, like, water cooler moments that, you know, this playable teaser is creating at the moment. And I think it, you know, it just shows that Hideo Kojima, when he said he wanted to make a Silent Hill game, he wanted to make a Silent Hill game. And I think, you know, what this playable teaser shows is that, yeah, he is the one who's going to bring, you know, this game back to the forefront of survival horror. He's the one who's going to, you know, bring it back to its peak and bring it back to how it should have been through the previous games. You know, there's still a lot that we don't know. We know Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl in The Walking Dead, he's going to be the star of it, but we don't really know anything in terms of gameplay. As I said, this playable teaser is no direct relation to the main game, so we don't know anything. There's a short trailer at the end, but it doesn't really give anything away. Whether or not the main game stays a first-person game, we don't know. Whether or not it's a third-person game like the previous Silent Hill games, obviously not Silent Hill 4, The Room, that was a first-person game for the most part. But we really don't know, and this has got everybody talking, and I think it's fantastic, because when was the last time you had a survival horror game get everybody talking, everybody discussing, everybody sort of mindfucked about what it is, and, you know, oh my god, everybody's so hyped for it, you know, can't wait to see more, can't wait to hear more. Hideo Kojima's been on Twitter talking about it, you know, well, not talking about the main game, but talking about this teaser, you know, and I just think it's a really great thing. I think it's a great thing for gaming, you know. My way, the way I play it, which you're going to see, isn't necessarily going to be the perfect way, isn't necessarily going to be the best way. You know, I think for every individual is going to have a different experience with this game. They're going to find different things, you know, things are going to work for them in different ways, like I already said, in terms of like the triggers and things like that, you know, so everybody's going to have some form of a unique experience. And, you know, even playing this game for the third, fourth time, I'm still like sort of on the edge of my seat. I know kind of what's going to happen, but it's like, I really don't want that to happen again. I remember the first experience of it, and it's like, I don't want to go through that again. You know what I mean? It's a really fantastic thing to play through, and the fact that it's a teaser, like I say, it's incredible. So I'm gonna leave it there. You know, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the playthrough if you do bother to stick around to watch it. But as always, don't forget to like the video. Definitely leave me a comment in the comment section below. I really want to get people talking about this. I really want people to have a bit of input on this video, and let's get talking about it. And obviously, as always, please don't forget to subscribe. I really do appreciate it. So without further ado, here is my playthrough of PT. Peace.
Brutal killing took place while the family was gathered at home on a Sunday afternoon. The day of the crime, the father went to the trunk of his car, retrieved the rifle, and shot his wife as she was cleaning up the kitchen after lunch. When his 10-year-old son came to investigate the commotion, the father shot him too. His 6-year-old daughter had the good sense to hide in the bathroom, but reports suggest he lured her out by telling her it was just a game. The girl was found shot once in the chest from point-blank range. The mother, who he shot in the stomach, was pregnant at the time. Police arriving on scene after neighbors called 911 found the father in his car listening to the radio. Several days before the murders, neighbors say they heard the father repeating a sequence of numbers in a loud voice. They said it was like he was chanting some strange spell. There was another family shot to death in the same state last month, and in December last year, a man used a rifle and meat cleaver to murder his entire family. In each case, the perpetrators were fathers. State police say this string of domestic homicides appears unrelated, though it could be part of a larger trend such as employment, child care, and other social issues facing the average family. place while the family was gathered at home on a Sunday afternoon. Don't touch that dial now, we're just getting started. Retrieved the rifle and shot his wife as she was cleaning up the kitchen. You can't trust the tap water. The old son came to investigate the commotion. The father shot him too. His 6-year-old daughter had the good sense to hide in the bathroom, but reports suggest he lured her out by telling her it was just a game. The girl was found shot once in the chest from point-blank range. The mother, who was shot in the stomach, was 204-863. Seen after neighbors called 911, found the father in his car listening to the radio. Several days before the murders, look behind you. I said, look behind you, like he was chanting some strange spell. There was another family shot to death in the same state last month, and in December last year, a man used a rifle and meat cleaver to murder his entire family. In each case, the perpetrators were fathers. Gun control flares up yet again. We regret to report the murder of a wife and her 2 children by their husband and father. The father purchased the rifle used in the crime at his local gun store 2 days earlier. This brutal killing took place while the family was gathered at home on a Sunday afternoon. Don't touch that dial now, we're just getting started. Retrieved the rifle and shot his wife as she was cleaning up the kitchen. You can't trust the tap water. The old son came to investigate the commotion. The father shot him too. His 6-year-old daughter had the good sense to hide in the bathroom, but reports suggest he lured her out by telling her it was just a game. The girl was found shot once in the chest from point-blank range. The mother, who was shot in the stomach, was 204-863. Seen after neighbors called 911, found the father in his car listening to the radio. Several days before the murders, look behind you. I said, look behind you, like he was chanting some strange. Purchased the rifle used in the crime at his local gun store 2 days earlier. This brutal killing took place while the family was gathered at home on a Sunday afternoon. Don't touch that dial now, we're just getting started. Retrieved the rifle and shot his wife as she was cleaning up the kitchen. You can't trust the tap water. The old son came to investigate the commotion. The father shot him too. His 6-year-old daughter had the good sense to hide in the bathroom, but reports suggest he lured her out by telling her it was just a game. The girl was found shot once in the chest from point-blank range. The mother, who was shot in the stomach, was 204-863. Soon after neighbors called 911, found the father in his car listening to the radio. Several days before the murders, look behind you. I said, look behind you, like he was chanting some strange spell. There was another family shot to death in the same state last month. Gun control flares up yet again. We regret to report the murder of a wife and her 2 children by their husband and father. The father purchased the rifle used in the crime at his local gun store 2 days earlier. This brutal killing took place while the family was gathered at home on a Sunday afternoon. Don't touch that dial now, we're just getting started. Retrieved the rifle and shot his wife as she was cleaning up the kitchen. You can't trust the tap water. The old son came to investigate the commotion. The father shot him too. His 6-year-old daughter has the good sense to hide in the bathroom, but reports suggest he lured her out by telling her it was just a game. The girl was found shot once in the chest from point-blank range. The mother, who was shot in the stomach, was 204863. Seen after neighbors called 911, found the father in his car listening to the radio. After killing his family, the father hung himself with a garden hose they had in the garage. after jobs pulled out from under us. Yeah, you know what to do. Now's the time. Do it.
You got fired, so you drowned your sorrows in booze. She had to get a part-time job working a grocery store cash register. Only reason she could earn a wage at all is the manager liked how she looked in a skirt. You remember, right? Exactly 10 months back.
Two zero four eight 63. 2048 63. 2048 63. 2048 63. 2048 63.
You've been chosen.
Dad was such a drag. Every day he'd eat the same kind of food, dress the same, sit in front of the same kind of games. Yeah, he was just that kind of guy. But then one day he goes and kills us all. He couldn't even be original about the way he did it. I'm not complaining. I was dying of boredom anyway. But guess what? I will be coming back, and I'm bringing my new toys with me.